So GM lays off more employees for the second time in 6 months. And Melanie Joly holds a press conference. There's some irony coming. Stick around. In said press conference, Melanie Joly says, one, she's going after GM for the money, but two, if they don't want to invest more in Canada, then Canada will invest more in those who do. Okay? And she goes on to name two companies, Honda and Toyota, both of which she says make up 70% of our auto manufacturing, and neither company has laid off a single employee in the last 40 years, and that we need to support those who support us. Yeah, I totally agree. So why aren't we doing that? Who owns Toyota and Honda? Japan, right? Who else does Japan own? Mazda and Subaru. So explain to me why our prime minister went to China, who was just a national security risk just a few months ago, instead of Japan. Japan is a liberal democracy. They actually align with our values and our beliefs because they're not a communist dictatorship. They are a democracy just like us. So why didn't we go to Japan and see if we could get some kind of a deal to bring Mazda and Subaru production to Canada, to increase our auto manufacturing, and for all the jobs lost from those companies would have somewhere to go with the two new manufacturing companies bringing in from a democracy. Not only that, Japan is just like China, is advanced in technology, industry, trade, all of those things, but they're a democracy. But no, we went to China, who was a national security risk to Canada just a few months ago. China, who is a communist dictatorship with literal concentration camps, a social credit score, and will literally end your life for speaking out against it, with the worst human rights violation records out of any country, right? We don't align with their values anywhere, but Japan we do, right? The security risk was so bad while they're visiting there, they had to use burner phones. But no, we went to China and we made this great deal for Chinese EVs, even though just a short while ago, we put the 100% tariffs on Chinese EVs by the advice of the Biden administration, not Trump, make that clear, Biden, because of the security threat. And just a few short years before that, in 2002, both the American government under Biden and the Canadian government banned the Chinese company Huawei. If that's not how you say it, whatever. But we banned it because that technology was found to be spying on citizens, sending the data back to the Chinese Communist Party, right? And we're like, okay, we're just going to take 50,000 Chinese EVs. Do you know who makes and manufactures all the smart technology that goes into those Chinese EVs? You guessed it, Huawei. The same spyware threat, national security threat company, technology company that we banned for their national security threat. And now we're just going to let the cars with their smart technology that we banned originally into Canada so that we can make a deal with a communist dictatorship instead of supporting the people who support us the most, like a democracy, like Japan, who does most 70% of our auto manufacturing here in Canada. Where's that trip? Where's that deal? And why China? Could it be that Mark Carney got a, $250 million loan for Brookfield right before he quit to be prime minister? Or is it because Brookfield owns the company that makes the batteries that goes into Chinese EVs? And the more money Brookfield makes, the more that fund Carney created makes, and the more that fund makes, the closer he gets to the billionaire club when it matures in 10 to 12 years.